What's good, my people? So, we got some stuff to talk about today. So, just announced today, PlayStation Now is going to be adding PlayStation 4 games to its library. And so I decided to talk about this other thing, but it's not very new, about PlayStation Now going to be ending on PS3, Vita, and all smart TVs, and just anything that's not PS4 or PC. PlayStation Now will be ending around August of this year. Now this was announced weeks ago. This was announced honestly just about a whole month ago in February, the 15th of February, which is ironic because that was the Vita's birthday when it was announced that PlayStation Now is going to be leaving it, but whatever. So yeah, this was announced a whole month ago, and I never really talked about it because it was a deal, but like I feel like now it's more relevant, to talk about. But anyway, so what's going on? You know what I mean? Like, they were boasting about PlayStation Now. You could play it on all these things and all this. Now, I feel like PlayStation Now was more iconic with the idea that you could play it on Vita and PlayStation TV. I just feel like because you were playing PS3 games, every system besides PS4 on your Vita. And then, you have some PS4 games that are also playable on Vita. So it was kind of giving the Vita the best of every world, you know what I'm saying? So it was really, really freaking cool. And I feel like if the Vita was more popular, I feel like nobody even knew that too. I feel like niggas didn't know that the PlayStation Vita could play PS3 games, PS2 games, PS1 games, PlayStation 4 games, and PS Vita games. Because it could play PS4 games through remote play. So literally, right now, the Vita can play every single PlayStation console that's ever been released in the world. In a sense, there might be some stuff I don't know, but you get what I'm trying to say. I might be exaggerating, but you get what I'm trying to say. And with it leaving, like, obviously not that many people know, but it's just like, wow, man, it's about to lose all that. And so this brings up my next question. Actually, I have to think. I don't know. I know that they said private testing for this whole PS4 games to be playable on PlayStation Now is gonna be coming. It says in the next few weeks they're gonna start off private testing. It says if you're an active PS Now subscriber, you might get an invitation. Now I wonder though, is it? I mean, I guess this post on the PlayStation blog does not say anything about PS Vita, PS3. So regardless, I think even though it is ending on those consoles, the ending of this year, I think the PS4 games aren't going to be available on Vita, PS3, PlayStation TV, Sony TVs. I could be wrong though. If anything, it might be available on PS3 and PS Vita, but the TV is definitely probably a no go. But I don't know. That would be interesting to see if we could at least try out playing PS4 games through PlayStation Now on my Vita. But anyways, so let's talk about the next thing, because I just want to get out of the way the whole Vita situation that was leaving. So now let's talk about the topic at hand: PlayStation 4 games on PlayStation Now. Now, I meant to look up this Xbox Game Pass before I started recording, but I forgot to. So I'm about to look it up now because people are trying to say that this Xbox Game Pass is basically Sony's answering to this. Now, I think I do agree, but I'm not sure exactly what Game Pass is, so let me look it up real quick. Okay, so basically Xbox Game Pass is PlayStation Now minus the streaming part. So that sounds pretty amazing. You know what I mean? Sounds pretty amazing if you ask me. But what I'm kind of not understanding, it's basically all this kind of shit is GameFly in a sense. If you guys know what GameFly is, it wasn't very popular, I feel like, but it wasn't very popular, but it was popular, where you could rent any game for as long as you want, but technically they weren't yours. At one point you would send it back to GameFly, but it didn't really matter how long you had it for. Now, it was awesome, but the issue was that you would have to wait, a little bit to get your game. Now, this Xbox Game Pass is similar. Now you just gotta wait for the download. But on the other hand, PlayStation Now, it's an immediate thing. You don't gotta download nothing. But of course, that means you gotta have a good internet. And if you don't, it doesn't really work. That's the thing. So like PlayStation Now, it doesn't work in countries where Wi-Fi is just not good. PlayStation Now is kind of useless in a sense. So that's where this Xbox Game Pass has a very, very, very big upper hand. And again, it's also playing Xbox One games as well. And again, so I guess that's why people are getting the idea that this whole PS4 game being added is Sony's answer. Now, there's a lot of things. Like I said, for some ups and downs. One, you don't gotta download them. On the other hand, you gotta stream them, so they might not be. They're not gonna look the best, and there's gonna be some lagging that you could disconnect while you're in the middle. So, I obviously any sane person is gonna say Xbox Game Pass is better. Now, of course, with PlayStation Now, you also have access to older PS1 and 2 games as well. But I know that backwards compatibility is a thing. But my gosh. Now, I guess the deciding factor would be the prices. Now, PlayStation Now, I don't even know what the prices are, but I feel like they aren't awful. Let me look at that right now. I feel like that they're pretty reasonable, but let me look. So it's going to be $100 a year. Yeah, $100 a year. So $100 a year to have access to everything PlayStation. You know what I mean? On, as of right now, any platform that is PlayStation in a sense. So, I mean, it sounds amazing right now, you know what I mean? But whenever they take away all the other ones and just PS4 and PC, still pretty good. And I guess Xbox Game Pass at the same time, you're also... Oh, wait, no. I think this is obviously on... You're playing it on Xbox One or your PC. So it doesn't even matter. So, yeah, it's the same thing. But, man, I don't know. It's really hard to... I feel like they're both great services, but I definitely would say, obviously, the Game Pass is gonna triumph PlayStation Now, just because you don't have to stream stuff. But, you know what I mean? I don't know. Then PS Now has more stuff. I don't know, man. And so, I don't know. Whatever. Let's ignore the whole Game Pass thing. Let's talk about the whole PS4 stuff now. So, people I saw on Twitter a lot, as soon as this news got announced, a lot of people were talking about, oh, you don't gotta buy a PS4 for anything, because we were all making jokes before about how Xbox didn't have to buy. You don't have to buy an Xbox to play all their games. And their Game Pass only encourages that even more, but that's whatever. But regardless, PlayStation Now, on the other hand, it doesn't exactly encourage that. And I feel like this PlayStation Now thing, depending on what they do with PlayStation, because I know they're not going to put every single PlayStation 4 game right off the bat, or maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like they're not going to, like as in Horizon Zero Dawn, I do not think that's going to be going up right away, you know what I mean? I feel like down the road it will. So things like Bloodborne, The Order 1886, I feel like those might go on PlayStation Now, because they're older exclusives, and yeah, they're older, so they're not that new and that kind of stuff. So I feel like that's what they're gonna do. And then as the other games gain older, gain age and stuff like that, then they'll put it on. Because if you think about it, Xbox Game Pass, they're putting Gears of War. I don't even see Gears of War 4. They put Halo 5, but think about it, Halo 5 came out the beginning of the Xbox One's life, if I believe so. Even regardless, maybe if it was the beginning, it was at least a year or two ago that Halo 5 came out. So it's like, it's not that new of an exclusive. And I feel like we look at Halo 5 as we look at Bloodborne for PlayStation 4. If Bloodborne should definitely go on PlayStation Now, because it's 2013, it's 2017. The game is amazing and great still, but it is an old game, that's something you can't forget. So I feel like they wouldn't have an issue putting that out. Now, if they do this is where I see the positive in it. You can have this thing for $100 a month, because there's two games, like right there, I haven't played The Order, and I haven't played Ratchet and Clank. I guess Ratchet and Clank kind of new, but there's a couple exclusives that I've not played yet, and that I want to play down the road. Now, $100 a month, they're gonna add up, over time. There's a lot of also other PS3 games that I haven't played as well, so it's like, it's definitely worth it, because Bloodborne, it should still be worth $60. The game is great. The only reason why it wouldn't be is just because of age, but it's still a great game. So it's like, that's $60 right there. I also want to play, say, Infamous Second Son, because I played but I haven't finished it. Say I want to play that as well. That's already $120. Now, obviously, like I said, prices are lower, so maybe $30 each, $60 right there. Then, like I said, again, there's going to be more that I want to play as well. So it's like, it's going to pay off. Throughout a year of playing games, you're going to pay off that. You're going to get your bang for your buck for that $100. You know what I'm saying? So that's not the issue here. I definitely think it is a good pricing and everything for it. The biggest issue for this whole thing is the idea of it has to be streamed. Now, of course, there is some benefits though. If you have a good Wi-Fi, then there's not even an issue. You hook that bitch up to Ethernet, you're straight. You know what I mean? You're straight. You'll be fine, and you'll be having your games instantly. No waiting for downloads. That's something that Sony should try to stress, because of course, Xbox is trying to stress that you don't have to stream it, but you gotta download it. You know what I'm saying? And again, for me, struggling with space on my PS4, I wouldn't even want to download it, because I'd have to delete even new games that I have, that I haven't been able to finish because I don't have space, and I don't feel like upgrading. So there's a lot of positive and negatives for each of them. So you really gotta weigh what's going on in your life, what your situation of living is right now, to be able to say which one you think is better. So I don't know. That's just my ranting thoughts on this whole situation. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. It's a lot. Gaming is we're getting to a point where everything is becoming crazy. We have access to every single game now. So many good ass games are coming out at once. You know what I'm saying? VR is big. Like a lot of stuff is happening in the industry right now. So you guys gotta stick around, or you gotta pay attention. You're gonna be lost. You're gonna be lost in the sauce. Other than that, that's all I gotta say. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Let me know your thoughts. Which one do you think is better? PlayStation Now or Xbox Game Pass? Which one do you think is better for you? Blah blah blah. Let me know. But other than that, that's all I gotta say. And I will see you guys next time. Peace. You see, I'm waiting and they hating, and I'm sipping on my tea. Bad bitch walking past, may I stop you, please? And I'm hungry as a bitch, but this life ain't free. If I'm trying to get this money, I can't really shake a tree. I be working, it's 3:15. When I stop